And then I saw her face, and I'm a believer, and not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love.
Hey guys, so HD here, and I am back with another reaction video. And today I'm going to be reacting to Rainbow Dash Presents Somewhere Only We Know. So yeah, it's been a while since I reacted to a Rainbow Dash Presents video, and I really need to look at another one. And I really need to catch up on some of the old My Little Pony stuff. Anyways, yeah, the first time when I reacted to, like, my very first Rainbow Dash Presents video, that was back in, like, 2015. Like, December 2015. I don't remember which one when. I was thinking that, I think it's the one with when Twilight, does some pretty scary stuff. I think it was Haunted Nightmare. And that one was pretty fun. And I wonder what this one is going to be about. So, let's jump right in. Rainbow Dash Presents.
Rainbow Dash presents Somewhere Only We Know. Today the sky is as bright blue as a bird's egg, and I am as forgetful as always. There's no gray clouds anywhere, which I'm about to be in big trouble for with my boss, because we had gray clouds scheduled today, and I'd like it to just be whatever weather I feel like, but there's a system in place, and if I shake it up, then I get written up. But that aside, I got me some awesome wings. I don't know what I'd do without them. I couldn't be on the weather teams anymore, that's for sure. I'd probably have to go out to some kind of chain retail store selling sweaters and toasters to little old ladies. I tried to do a good job, but the little old ladies wouldn't know what they want, and they'd blame me for it. So really, I'm happier with my government job. Besides, I'm a really good flyer anyway. That's why they call me Rainbow Dash, because I dash and I've got rainbows on my head and on my butt. One time I did fall, though.
Well, that's your main.
A lot of times I've fallen.
And tail color.
So far, it hasn't killed me. 1 or 2 comas, the occasional concussion, and one time I did go into the light. But I went back again when I realized I forgot to turn off the oven. So yep,
the oven.
Times for Rainbow Dash. Today I'm gonna hang out with my friends, so I shake my bright blue butt on down to Twilight's library. She's always giving us crap, but I know she's stressed out from school and it makes her feel better to have someone to talk to. Pinky's there too, and she's like, Rainbow Dash, how is your leg? And she asked me this because my leg is once again friggin' broken. Of course, I remember the last
Rainbow Dash's leg is broken.
Some pony didn't exactly uphold the Hippocratic Oath, so I'm like, it's fine. So we hang out for a while, and then it turns out that I've been dreaming my entire life. My eyes pop open wide to the sound of an
okay, so Rainbow Dash was only dreaming.
A couple of symbols together, and he's screaming, "Wake up!" in his crazy monkey language. And I'm like, holy frig, I'm up, I'm up. I hate the friggin' morning wake-up song. One of these days I'm gonna die from a heart attack. About a year ago, I used to fight this crap. They'd bang the cymbals and I'd be gone. Fence gates, hedges, walls, everything totally bypassed as I made a beeline for any point in space most opposite to the cymbals. I used to drag like 5 orangutans behind me, them hanging on for dear life as I tore down the streets in blind terror. I don't get ridden a whole lot, which is kinda sad admittedly, because Mr. Jingles bought me for his kids. His son, Flibbers, wanted to name me Thunder Crash, Destroyer
Thunder Crash?
The daughter, Wanda, wanted to name me Rainbow Dancer, Queen of Petunias.
Rainbow Dancer?
Mr. Jingles compromised with Rainbow Dash. He later added
that sounds like a cute name.
Destruction after they'd had me a few weeks. There used to be other ponies living on the farm. Pinkie Pie had.
But if there was going to be a rainbow pony who could do dance
moves. One of those horses that would do stuff like try to make the saddle.
Pinkie Pie, oh god!
So when the orangutans rode her, the saddle would slip and they'd fall down. Now, all things considered, though, she was a pretty fun roommate until the day she escaped. I was just hanging out, and then I noticed Pinkie Pie on the other side of the fence. There weren't any holes or anything, she was just over there, looking pretty darn happy. Then she was gone, ran off into the forest. I don't know what happened to her, but Mr. Jingles bought a gun and slept with the lights on for weeks. I used to pull cards and stuff with Twilight, too. She was always the boss pony. Alpha mare Twilight.
The boss pony?
She'd be like, don't run so fast, you don't even know where we're going. And she'd be
Are you just ripping off the boss,
she was
baby?
The smartest pony. And I think they rent her out, though. She's been gone all week, and as far as I'm concerned, that's pretty much like forever. So I don't know if she's coming back at all. So, yeah, anyway, since I'm the only pony on the farm, or possibly even the entire planet right now, Mr. Jingles hitches me to the carriage so I can carry him and his family down to the city today. This is kind of exciting for me because, for one thing, I never get trusted with this kind of job. They put blinders on me, so I have to listen to them.
Binders?
If I don't, then I drive everyone off a cliff, and then Mr. Jingles gets really unhappy. The other thing is that there's always other ponies in the city, so that's always fun. I think they're just trusting me to do this today because I broke my leg. So I'm really enthusiastic, but
I
the
see,
horrible
Rainbow.
splitting pain keeps me from getting overexcited. I guess I probably should have kept an eye out for that gopher hole, but it's like hindsight is
Gopher hole?
20, so what are you gonna do? So they hook me up to the carriage and away we go down the dirt road to the city. The sky's looking kind of gray today, but that's fine because it's not my fault. Mr. Jingles, his kids, and his wife are all coming along for the ride. I don't know where we're going, but Flibbers keeps touching Wanda's personal bubble, and Wanda keeps freaking out about it. Mom and Dad threaten them, but I don't understand most of their monkey language, so I just keep doing whatever. We stop, and Mr. Jingles shouts over his
And you're
shoulder
distracted
to
by
kids.
butterflies.
Just kind of hang out. Some butterflies are out there. It's kind of damp. I've got an itch on my nose. Then we start moving again. Pretty soon we get to the city. There's all kinds of really tall buildings, and there's like a million pigeons. They're all perched on statues.
Is that a gorilla riding Princess Celestia?
There's one or two statues of ponies doing something. Those are my favorite ones. Eventually we get to our destination, and Wanda wants to feed me for being such a good pony. I recognize those words, but Mr. Jinkle says no. He gives some kind of explanation for why not, but whatever it is, it's probably not good enough. Anyway, they leave me alone, parked out there. I don't know where they're going, but I am pretty happy. There's lots of stuff to look at. Although I've got these stupid blinders on my face, there's horses all over the place. Most of them aren't doing anything interesting, but oh man, they're there. Suddenly, in the corner of my vision, I spot one of those flowery little carriages. You know, one of the ones that drive in circles around town. They give you a blanket, and the driver gives a little tour of neat landmarks around the city. The pony pulling it always has a bunch of little bows in her hair, even if it's a stallion. It's so embarrassing. But sure enough,
Oh, is it embarrassing?
Rarity is pulling it. Mr.
Rarity?
Told Rarity like forever ago. I'm terrible with time, but she's just pulling that carriage around like nobody's business. She's all brushed, and she's got little bows. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
Rarity does have bows on
I'm
her
super
mane.
excited. I'm like,
I've never
Rarity,
seen
hey,
Rarity with bows.
Rarity, Rarity, hey, Rarity, Rarity, I like your carriage.
Excuse
hey,
me?
Rarity. But she doesn't hear me. She turns the corner and then she's gone. I'll probably
Excuse
never
me.
see her again. So I'm just standing around for a while.
Ooh, I'm so
I do
gassy
my best
today.
to
Sorry
help
about
pigeons,
that.
But they won't hold still and they keep flying away. Then suddenly an evil creature attacks me from behind.
Uh-oh.
I can't see it, but I just know it's one of those creepy, non-crested
Ugh.
males from the alley. I kick with all of my might in self-defense, landing my hooves squarely on a bucket. There's a splash, and soon a very angry and damp Mr. Jingles is standing next to me. He doesn't say anything. I think we both know that it's his fault. He sets the bucket down in front of me, and it's still got some water on it. I accept his apology offering, and he leaves me alone again. After he leaves, I swear I could smell apples. I turn my head. and oh my
Applejack?
gosh, there's an apple cart,
And
Applejack
Big Mac.
and Macintosh are standing right next to me. They've seen better days, though. An impossible
They don't look so good.
time ago, there was a big
Are they
zombie
zombies?
outbreak, but the disease only infected ponies. It didn't spread very much.
Pinkie
Applejack
Pie?
and my brother both caught
What are you
it,
doing
and
in
now
that
they're
pile of
zombies.
hay?
I'm like, hey guys. But all they do is groan and beg for brains. Really, she wasn't much of a conversationalist after the
Yeah, they
infection.
do look like
She
zombies.
had to be separated from us a lot. She developed kind of a biting problem, which is unsanitary. So I'm like, how are things going for you? I broke my leg, see? Hey, Rarity! Hey, Rarity! Oh my gosh, he's back! Hey, Rarity! Hey, Rarity! Rarity, I like your carriage! I like your carriage, Rarity! Hey, Rarity! Man, I think she's ignoring me. Applejack just mumbles something about brains. It's all she ever wants to talk about. So I'm like, yeah.
That's because he's a zombie.
That sucks. Can he hear me? Tell him I'm sorry. I can't tell if Big Macintosh can hear me or not. He doesn't have a lower jaw right now, so he can't make like faces or anything to indicate.
Oh yeah, and he
if he's
did
unhappy
have
about
the tip
that.
of his ear bit
If I was
off.
Italian, I'd be pretty unhappy about that. So they leave, and I see Rarity 2 or 3 more times until finally Mr. Jingles and his family come back. They untie me and pay for the damage I caused when I went to go talk to Rarity, and then we start our trip home. It rains. And when we get home,
Oh,
Mr.
did it
Jingles
rain?
gives me some more water and some oats so I won't starve to death. He gives me a long look. A really long look. I don't know what his problem is, but I think he needs anger management maybe. After
Anger
he leaves, Wanda and
management?
Flipper sneak me apples for being a good pony. Those kids are awesome. So I got my food, and I got my water. Not a lot of life goals, but 2 out of 3 isn't bad. Plus
2 out of
I get to
3, huh?
At least think about all of my friends today. So I lay down and go to bed, and that's when I dream about being in Ponyville again. I can fly around, and I even have a job.
Well, you're
but
not
I'm
in
doing
Ponyville
it
right now, Rainbow
because work
Dash.
is lame. Technically, the sky can be as clear as cloudy as I want, with the only drawback being that I will get in a lot of trouble for breaking the schedule. Today, I'm just gonna let the clouds sort themselves out, because I'm going to the farm to play with Applejack. She's not a zombie in Dreamland, so our conversations are less one-sided. We get together and throw stuff through her windows. I score the most points. So, the end.
Yeah, the end. Okay. Tron. See more from... I didn't get to read that. Oh, I kind of like this. Kinda like this. But, oh! The mentally advanced series. Okay. That was actually really good. Rainbow Dash is living with gorillas, and then she travels into the city. She sees a bunch of ponies. She sees Rarity, like, on a carriage, and then she sees Big Mac and Applejack as zombies. But then they just go back. She dreams about Ponyville, and then, yeah, she just dreams about her original forms of her friends in the dream world. One crazy video and one crazy dream. Your friends aren't what they seem to be. Anyways, I'm gonna end this video off here. And I'm really sorry if there was too much, sound in the background. I needed to move my computer to the edge of my desk so that I could reach my soda. My soda was on the dresser because I didn't want this to unplug and then the recording would be ruined. Alright, I'm gonna end off here. Once again, guys, thanks for watching and ahoy!